Alright, it seems that we are on air. So what I did just a moment ago was that I recorded me listening to the new Smashing Pumpkins album, and what happened was that the entire thing was fucked up because my audio got fucked up. So I'm really sorry about that. So how this works is that if you are here to listen to the album, now what you have to do is you press dislike and then you leave a very funny comment down below, because I am going to, or preferably click that up like and leave a funny comment, and I am going to randomly, no, not actually randomly, I'm going to pick the funniest comment that I thought in the comments. It can be a death threat or anything just funny or actually related to the album, and I am going to give that person the album for free, legally, either in physical or digital download format, whichever you prefer. All right, and if this video gets 100,000 views, that is in the first month. All right, so we are going to go live in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So how this works is that I am going to listen to the album on my headphones, and you won't be hearing the audio of the album because that is a copyright infringement. And how this works is that you have 5 minutes to download the album, and so prioritize the first song so that you can get it in first. So when I say 3, 2, 1, press play, you will play the album on your favorite MP3 or music player or CD player or whatever you're listening. I'm listening on iTunes. So I just listened to the album already once, and I already know that the album is kind of weak. I would say that it's a 5 out of 10 on the first listen. So this is my second listen of this album. So now I have about an idea what I'm going to be listening for. So I'm going to now focus more on the album, and we are going to go live in about 5 minutes, like I said. And let's see. So if you want to comment me on Twitter, Twitter handle is @ahjteam. On Facebook, facebook.com/audio tutorials, on in this video in the comment doobly-doo below. Anyway, let's see. I'm not going to link this, so it's going to be just a regular clickbait. Yay, yay. So, let's see. We are going to go live in about 4 minutes. This song, this album is about 33 minutes long. And if you can tell from the look of my face, I'm kind of sick. I have a bit of fever going on. Let's check actually how much my fever is. Or am I just under temperatured? Right. Because my head feels really, really warm. And my sinuses and my lips and nose is really dry. I was at the ship for a week, so the dry air there didn't help. Oh, it turned off. Let's try it again. All right, let's see. Fever! 36.2, so I'm normal temperature. That's good. But still sick. Oh well. Just find a towel somewhere. Just a second. Anyway, in case I didn't mention, I am going to buy this album, so there is no harm done in me listening and reviewing this album a week before it gets released. So, no harm done, they say. Alright, so we are going to go live in 2 minutes, roughly. Let's see. Let me check the feed. That might. Yeah. Voice sounds good, so that's good. A bit noisy, but I don't care. At least the audio works. So we are going to go live in about 1 minute. And let's see, date and time preferences. Alright, now that we have 1 minute left, I'm going to tell you the track list. So track number 1 is Tiberius, then track number 2 being Beige, track number 3 Anaise, track number 4 One and All, 5 Run to Me, 6 Drum and Fife, 7 Monuments, 8 Dorian, and 9 Anti-Hero. Alright, so we are going to go live in about 15 seconds. So prepare your playlist, get ready to listen. So press play in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, so we are now listening to the new Smashing Pumpkins album, Monuments to an Elegy, track number 1, Tiberius. We are rocking a lot like Weezer right from the beginning with this really weird keyboard melody. But the guitar sound is very Weezer-ish. Yeah. And overall, this album has this similar problem as all Smashing Pumpkins albums, is that the Smashing Pumpkins tries to be more indie band than they really are, even though they have been one of the biggest rock bands in the world at the time in the 90s. Yeah. But overall, I thought that at least on the first listen, this album was really lacking like a really. Oh, this is the Tool part. So this is like a Weezer meets Tool. This is a really good song, but it's not a hit because it doesn't have a repetitive chorus thingy. So it's missing that butterfly wings or similar Abador kind of hits. But it's still a really good sounding album, so that's a good thing anyway. So yeah, in case I didn't tell you my background history, I have been a former music journalist. I wrote to a web scene called Noise for over 10 years, actually. And I've been a music producer, a live sound guy, for since the 90s. So if you want me to listen to your album, just send me money, the album, and we'll talk about how much in email. So just go to my website, ahjteam.com, and there is a CV and there's a contact information there if you want me to listen to your album and give me my comments. All right, so track number 2, Beige. This acoustic guitar, sparkly acoustic guitar intro is really good. I really like. It's also, in a way, kind of hard to focus on the song if you have to speak at the same time. So that's why I'm not talking a lot during the broadcast. So I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. But this was the first single from the album, but at least to my knowledge, it has not been a huge hit anywhere. So, you know, yeah. But anyway, a really indie kind of track with a big dynamic change throughout the song. Really digging that aspect of the song. But it's missing the, you know, big choirs that usually would fit this kind of thing. Now it's just the, what do we say, gay indie here. Yeah, yeah. Even though the band is on BMG, which used to be part of Sony BMG, which was one of the biggest record labels of all time. Uh, this song still sounds really like independent rock kind of, even though Smashing Pumpkins is a really big band. But anyway, if you just joined us, we are listening to the new Smashing Pumpkins album. How this works is that you have to download the album yourself, and then you rewind to about 10-minute mark of this broadcast, where I say to 3, 2, 1, press play, and then you have synchronized vision of what I'm commenting on the album. And we are now listening to the track number 2 being Beige, which is ending very soon, and about 10 seconds left. We're at track number 2, Anaise, or Anaise. And this track has like a Panic Station kind of bass riff from Muse. Yeah. But today I learned that Anaise means grace in Hebrew. So it's a girl's name, apparently. All right, so we have 2 viewers. So hey, if you just joined us, how this works is that you have to download the album yourself, and then you rewind to about 10 minutes in this broadcast where I do a countdown to start listening to the music, and then you can hear the my comments on synchronized to the music of the album. So we are currently on track number 3, Anaise, or Anaise. Yeah, but I have to admit that I have not been a very big fan of Smashing Pumpkins ever. I mean, I really like the Melancholy album and the album that had Adore, or sorry, Avador. And, but other than that, never been a big fan of the other albums, and especially the one that they made after Swan. They were kind of weird, like Sad Guys and whatever the other one was called. Yeah, but if you remember that they released Deus Ex Machina Part 2 for free on the internet, it was actually one of the first albums that I remember that were legally distributed on the internet. And it was more of a middle finger up the record labels because at the time it was very unusual to give out albums for free. And I think it was maybe the first or the second because I think Stuck Mojo did it before Smashing Pumpkins, but Smashing Pumpkins was much bigger band, so that's why that was a big deal back then, like 96, 7, 8. And I remember that the files were huge back in that day standards. This song really sucks. So we are listening to track number 3, Anaise. No. So this is my second playthrough. If you didn't watch, I already recorded this once where I listened to this the first time and I thought that it was kind of 5 out of 10 album, like not very good. And we are now listening to track number 4, One and All. And I don't actually remember this riff being so good in the beginning, so that's a nice bonus. But it still doesn't change much of the rating, so about 5.5 stars is a 5 and 1/3. Yeah. So if you just joined us, we are listening to the new Smashing Pumpkins album Monuments to an Elegy. So how this works is that you have to download the album yourself, and then you rewind to about 10 minutes of this broadcast, and then you find the spot where I'm saying that start listening to the album, and then you have a synchronized play of me coming to the album. But yeah, if you listen to this far, what I want you to do is to write down your favorite color in the comments, just to see if people actually are listening to this. Because I noticed that when I did the listening party videos for AC/DC and Nickelback, people actually weren't listening to them. They stopped listening after 1 minute of the broadcast. So I just want to hear if somebody actually is comment or like listening to the video this far. Yeah, I take my word back. This still kind of sucks. It's the riff is really nice, but the song overall is still 2 out of 5. So, to my counting, this album has like 4 average songs, 1 really good song, which is the opener track, and then there is 4 filler tracks in the middle, which is the 3 to 6. But the first and the last songs are really good. So now we are listening to track number 5, Run to Me, and this is actually pretty cool electro disco influenced arpeggio, like kind of 70s thingy. Yeah, but once again, the problem is that the band tries to sound more indie than they really are, because Smashing Pumpkins is a really big band. Yeah, I would say that if this song gets like this lot of radio play, this could be a hit, but overall, I think it's kind of lame. Not digging this song at all. It's kind of like what is it, Imagine Dragons, in a way. Sorry, if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of sick. So, so we are now listening to the Smashing Pumpkins Monuments to an Elegy album, track number 5, and about 50 seconds left of the tune. And I'm kind of sick, so I'm feeling really hot in my face. So I'm sorry if I'm really like boring to listen to. All right, that was Run to Me, and here is Drum plus 5, and 5 is this flute kind of thing, which you can hear in the intro song. Yeah, what you also missed during the broadcast was that I shaved my November mustache, so no one. Yeah. This song reminds me of you too, and that's always a bad thing. Oh well. Yeah, once again, very I'd say artistic choice of music, but not very catchy. I'd say, at least in my opinion, it's kind of boring. Yeah, but it's really weird because I have listened to these songs already once, like in the past hour, but I don't remember any of these songs. So that's one of the things that why this album most likely won't be a huge hit because these songs would need a lot of repetition to be memorable. So it's missing that Avado or Bullet with Butterfly Wings type of radio hit. So apparently Seth was watching. So hi Seth. Hmm. So track number 7, Monuments. I think this is where the album starts to pick up again, and I really started to like the last 3 songs of this album. But once again, the same problem that this reminds me too much of you too, so that always brings down the numbers of you. Like, what the fuck is this part? Like, totally different than the rest of the song. Going for indie, artsy, gay shit. Even though there's nothing wrong with being heterosexual. Yeah. So if you just joined us, we are listening to the new Smashing Pumpkins album Moments to an Elegy. And we are currently on track number 7, Monuments. So if you missed the previous songs, just rewind to about 10 minutes of the broadcast where I'm doing a count in to like 3, 2, 1, press play, and then you first download the album and go there, and then start listening to the album same time as I started, so then you can hear what I thought about the album. But I'm really digging this riff. Yeah, but Billy Corgan is basically doing this along with Tommy Lee from a Mötley Crüe on the drums, and then there's a guitar player. But that change was really weird to Dorian, which is the track number 8. It's like a way too short of a fade out. It should have been a few seconds longer. It sounds kind of weird. Yeah, yeah, but this is something that could be really big in Finland because it's kind of melancholic and down tempo indie rock thingy. But I still think that the first track, Tiberius, and the last track, Anti-Hero, are the best tracks on this album. So if you want to check 2 songs this album, check the first and the last one. But I still think that those toms are really funny in Dorian. Like a 80s um, electric keyboard set song. Hello, we have 3 viewers. So if you just joined us, we are listening to the new Smashing Pumpkins Mounts to an Elegy album. And how this works is that you have to first download the album yourself, because if I would do it, that would be a copyright infringement. My channel would get flagged and removed and whatnot. Uh, so you first download the album, then you rewind to about 10 minutes in the broadcast. I'm not entirely sure about the spot in the broadcast, but then what you do is that you go to the part where I'm doing the count in 3, 2, 1, press play, or 1, 2, 3. I don't remember which way I did. Then you press play at the same time, and then you will hear my comments synchronized with the music or commentary. All right, that was the track number 8, Dorian. And now we are listening to the last track of the album, Anti-Hero, which to me sounds a lot like Weezer, which is a good thing in my opinion. Well, okay, Weezer with Billy Corgan. very punk style guitar tone. Yeah, but this song could be a radio hit if it would get a lot of radio plays, in my opinion. This is one of the better songs on this album. Like instantly catchy. With a girl like you, with a girl like you. Yeah, I could see this having a very funny music video. Puts on the lotion. My skin is super dry. I'm in Finland currently, and it's winter outside, so it's snowing. So oh, this feels so nice. Oh, mm. With a girl like you, with the with a girl like you, with the girl like you. With a girl like you. But yeah, that was the Smashing Pumpkins Monuments to an Elegy album. So thank you if you joined us. I am suspecting that the one viewer is me, but if you decided for some reason to watch all the way to the end, write your favorite color in the comment box below. And the funniest comment, be it death threat or whatever, will actually get this album for free if this video gets 100,000 views. And it will be delivered by Amazon or iTunes. All right. So, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed. I will be most likely broadcasting a new video next week. I just need to find some good rock album. Right. Peace. No. Yeah. All right, bye.